Okay guys, sorry about that. My camera cut out. Yeah, so part two. So as I was changing the battery, I'm like wondering, why in the world am I having so much trouble speaking? What immediately came to me was dazed and confused. So I feel as though it is actually symbolic for some reason, that I am having so much trouble articulating what it is that I'm getting. And that is because it is to represent this heavy veil of illusion that we are still currently under, and we are being called out of it. So it is, you know, the way that it was presented in the dream was as if it was instruction, and who it was that instructed us, okay, you know, it was an order to take the veil off. This was Archangel Samael. Okay, so Samael is the Samael means the destruction of God. Okay, Samael is kind of like the left hand of God, and he is also an archangel that assists us with leadership. And he was the one that I know is working with me on, you know, stepping into my power and my role as a leader. So yeah, so this is instruction, and even though it's going to fall out of the sky and it's going to hit us just like that, I feel as though we still have our part to play as well. And I feel like our part to play is just not allowing, okay? Not being so allowing, you know, not being so allowing when it comes to you know, the conflict and the negativity that people are wanting to send your way. So it's like, you know, it's like setting those boundaries, okay? Setting those boundaries, not just with particular people, but also setting those boundaries with yourself. I feel as though we are needing to release certain distractions that are around us. You know, I know for me, YouTube in and of itself can be kind of a distraction. You know, not necessarily just me making my videos and posting them, but also, you know, me watching them, because that's how, that's probably why I receive so many messages from the divine through YouTube, because I am, it's like that's how they speak to me. They speak to me through music. They speak to me through, you know, videos, like TV show clips. And I really don't watch TV shows like that. So it's like these certain things that like I'm not even really clicking on, but they still just like happen to show up in my feed, and they correspond to whatever it is that it's like a revelation almost. And it could be, you know, anywhere from verifying a reading that I did for the collective, or verifying a reading that I did for myself, or verifying, you know, the direct messages that I receive on a daily basis. So, you know, but yeah, so I'm guilty of it too, I'm not gonna lie. But you know, we are being called out of these distractions, and we are needing to release whatever does not serve us at this time. So, what else do you wish for them to know? Okay, so we have the Eight of Wands. Okay. Eight of Wands, please. Eight of Wands is the King of Cups, as well as the Knight of Cups. Okay, so recovery, growth, spiritual growth, memory, right? So yeah, this is going to come into us so fast, and it may be overwhelming. Okay, it may be I'm getting that it's going to be extremely exciting. That's what I'm getting. But it may be a little bit overwhelming. It may be a little bit startling. You know, some of us may receive visions. Okay. And it may be a little scary at first. What else do you want them to know? Yeah, we have the Ten of Pentacles. This is a complete balance. Okay, this is like a complete balance within ourselves. This is a wealth of knowledge. This is like the Akashic records being open to us. You know, this remembrance of who we are and everything that we have been through and why we are here and what our missions are. And we have the Page of Cups here. You know, yeah, this is about reconciliation. This is about the inner child, you know, coming back to that true divine nature, that childlike nature that does not know the difference between good and bad. It just, there's a higher perspective to it all. And I feel as though, like, when our memory comes back, we receive this understanding and this knowing of, you know, what is true for us and what is true in general. Okay. You know, we will be able to see the divine order of things. We will be able to see, you know, that we'll be able to thrive in our true nature. In our true nature. This is a true nature that does not know what lack is, right? And this is what I mean by our true nature that doesn't know the difference between right and wrong. It's like, you know, it's kind of like that, you know, like in the Bible where Adam and Eve ate the apple and then they found out that they were naked. That's wrong. That's wrong. And now it's like, you know, when we receive this memory, you know, it's kind of like getting back to that. Like, we don't know that we're naked because we just are, you know, we just are. And being in this way, in this true form, is the way, the right way. This is good. You know, We don't, being in our true divine nature doesn't know what hatred is. We may know what justice is, but we don't know what hatred is. There's a difference. Being in our true divine nature, you know, doesn't know anything in regards to these illusions. It doesn't know illusions. So it's as if, like, you know, in the story of Adam and Eve, when they bit that apple, they had a veil of illusions placed on them. That's why it was forbidden. Not that it's literal, but that's why it was forbidden. It wasn't, if you bite the apple, you will know, or you will be like God. It was, if you bite the apple, you will have a veil of illusion placed on you. You will know what fear is. You will know what hatred is. You will know what being naked is. And this is not the way that we were intended to live. We are just meant to be. We are meant to be free. We are meant to be true and authentic to ourselves. What else do you want them to know? Yeah. True. Authentic. Okay, we're going to receive that clarity. But we're being called to release what doesn't serve. Listen to your intuition, because some of you may be called to fast. We have the World here. This is receiving that cornerstone. Okay? That cornerstone, that Christ consciousness. Divinity, that is Christ consciousness. Ten of Cups. Exactly. This is total fulfillment, a complete new beginning. A complete new beginning of freedom. A new beginning of total fulfillment, happiness, balance, that complete balance of the masculine and the feminine energy. What else? Yep, King of Pentacles. This is growth. This is like a balance between the spiritual and the physical. Complete balance. Growth, wealth. No more lack mentality. You know, we will be in our, you know, true forms, knowing that we are gods and goddesses, kings and queens. Knowing that we are here to be leaders, to reign in our divinity. We have the Ace of Wands. This is a new found inspiration and motivation. Creativity. This is receiving full power. Full power. 1444. Again, Six of Wands, confidence, power, victory and success. This is how we are meant to reign. We are meant to be free. We are meant to thrive. Judgment. The awareness of our true form, of our true selves. Anything else you want them to know? Yep. Stepping into cosmic power. We are stepping into cosmic power. Things are never going to be the same. Things are never going to be the same for us again. Seasons, we are no longer going to be repeating those cycles of lack, insecurity, fear, instability. And any obstacles that we face, you know, they're going to be so minuscule compared to what any of us may be going through right now. Because we are, you know, problem solvers. We are creators of solutions. So when we receive that Christ consciousness, it's game over. We have etheric cords. You know, we are cutting the cords to this matrix. We're waking up, okay? Don't resist it. Do not resist it. Whatever it is that Spirit wants you to do, listen to your intuition. Do not resist it. If you find yourself in, you know, if you find yourself in a battle, that's how you know that you're in resistance, okay? If you find yourself going back and forth, like, you know, like you want to do this, but then you don't want to do this. It's like there's this resistance. Right? So when you have that resistance, surrender to it. Whatever it is that is causing that resistance, surrender to it. If it's something that you don't want to do, surrender to it. Do it anyway. Only if you are battling. Obviously, if you're not battling, if there's something that you don't want to do, but you're not in a battle, you're not in a struggle with that, then obviously you're listening to your intuition. Okay, we have secrets revealed. Okay, so the true form, the true self, your divinity is finally coming, finally being revealed. Too many. I'll take one more, Spirit. Okay, I got two more. We have speak up. And then we also have soul forgiveness. Okay, so soul forgiveness, this is yourself being reconciled to yourself. Okay, so all of those missing aspects of self, they're coming back to you. All of those missing aspects that, you know, we swept under the rug. It's like now the ego is no longer running things. It's like now the ego is no longer holding the shadow captive, and we are coming into our true forms, not stained by anything that the world has been beating into us since we were born. And then we also have speak up. Okay, so I feel like, you know, you guys are exactly. No longer being held back. No longer being held back. We are now stepping into our true authentic selves, being bold, being unapologetic, not being afraid to, you know, put ourselves out there, not being afraid to be who we truly are. Doing what we truly want to do, regardless of what other people expect of us. Okay, so that is the message that I have for you guys. I really do hope that it helps. If it does, please comment down below. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you.